Already Famous followed him forward, but then got stranded deep. All Too Much booting up in the middle. The Danksters hemmed away on the inside of Settlers Creek as they approached the turn. Then Blackwood and Night Prowler dropped out to be a clear last, setting sail for home in the final event. And Infatuated has raced around the outside and sprinted clear. Infatuated opening up, led by 3 on All Too Much. Down the outside, Settlers Creek. Already Famous is plugging away, and further back the Dankster. But by the 200, the pot of Drew the Persuader and Infatuated rolling right back to the fence, clear from Settlers Creek down the outside. All interest in the minors. The favourites drawing away from them. A cagey ride there. He took off. He pinched this on the turn, Harvey, and Infatuated won by 3.5. Settlers Creek. Tight go third placing between Already Famous and All Too Much. They were followed then by the Dankster. Blackwood picked up a few tied ones. Night Prowler Ignite the Sky, and Chancery, who led them for home, has dropped right out to finish back there a distant last. They just kept coming for it too on the tote. $1.70 and $1.10. Infatuated, ridden by Paul Harvey. Made light of the 59 kilos, the 7-day turnaround there. He's virtually pulled Harvey around the field. He was travelling so well, and he just eased him out 3 deep, and the horse sailed around the outside and then set sail for home with that tailwind behind them. Once he was rolling, they weren't going to beat him. Settlers Creek second, All Too Much third from Already Famous in the last on the card. 1, 8, 5 and 2 the placings, and the winner by Fath from Paris Hart for owner Ben Duncan of Horse Rail Australia. Trained by Justin Warwick, Paul Harvey aboard, clearing right out to win by a big margin. Settlers Creek second, a Discourcy gelding from Three Sisters, trained by Colin Webster, ridden by Troy Turner. All Too Much number 5, third home, another minor placing, and continuing some good form by Due Sasso from Miss Tout, prepared by Rob Moore, ridden by Peter Nucky. 138.49 they've run in the last event of the day, and into $1.70 and $1.10. Infatuated, Settlers Creek $1.70, and All Too Much $1.80. So there's the final event. Favourite punters getting out there with a pretty good result. They've backed this horse very, very strongly in on tote and also on track as well. Let's take you down now to the winners' enclosure. Adam McGrath's been there throughout the day. Margins are 4 lengths by a length and a half, and 36.20 the last 600 sectional. He just put up the sail, and the wind copped the spinnaker, and it was all over, bar the shouting after they'd turned at him.
Yeah, we were treated to another expert ride there by Paul Harvey, getting the job done and Infatuated. And I guess with Lucy being out, that's why you're going to Harvey and Pike, what we just saw there, Justin.
Yeah, I've had one of those days that I was really looking forward to sort of going to sleep tonight. Footy team got beat. A couple of my horses, nothing went right. So anyway, it was nice to end it on a good note. So he obviously went super last Saturday, and he's done well during the week. And I just said to Paul, if you can get a few horses in front of you early, he'll wrestle you a bit. He's pretty strong. And obviously then they went a bit slow, and the big guy wanted to go a bit quick, and Paul summed it up, and maybe he couldn't get him to go slow enough, I don't know. But the trainer of Settlers Creek borrowed a tongue tie off me, and I went and put it on, and then I thought he was going to beat me coming halfway down the straight. I thought, oh, this is really going to top my day off. Beautiful.
Yeah, would have really summarised it nicely, wouldn't it, in the end? Were you concerned at all with the weight back up in the 59 kilos?
No, he's a big, strong horse. I don't think the weight worried him. There wasn't really any horses that were down in the weights that I thought were in good form, and weights, it's all comparative. So no, I didn't really.
From what you've seen now in the race day, the work as well, is this a galloper you still think you can chip away at a couple of these races and continue to build up into the 72, 78 plus races?
Yeah, well, he's just his workhorse. That'll make him a 78 plus now. He's very genuine. He sort of brings himself undone a little bit at that 1600. His cruising speed is really good, but he just sort of struggles to kick off it. And you can, going through the grades, you can sort of get away with going to the front and bowling along and being too good for him, because the ones behind you are half useless. But when you get up in the grades and all of a sudden they can keep up with you and then kick, you sort of become a bit of a sitting duck. So we've just been trying to just sort of settle him a bit off the speed. And obviously you need a strong rider to do it, and Paul got it right.
I won't ask you about your football team, but wink and a nod, we mentioned it was just a stepping stone for bigger races. If you could have got the win, that would have been great. You had that tough barrier, 3 wide, the 1,200 metres. How'd she pull up through it? Because that's all that really matters.
Yeah, no, she didn't pull up too bad. Her heart rate was within reason of what it normally is. She didn't blow too much. She just put a line through it. It's just one of those that, that's racing.
Simple as that. Are you got to turn your attention to the NRL or the A-League now?
No, I don't follow either of them, so I'm safe. So, yeah, safe till next season.
At least you made the big dance. Well done, mate. Congratulations on the win in the final race of the day.
Thank you.
There's Justin Warwick.